You may or may not have seen these summoner builds from Remnant 1. Well, it turns out Remnant 2 has taken that idea and ran with it, as there's a summoner class and it looks absolutely awesome. You can actually unlock this relatively early on in the game, but I'm not 100% sure when exactly you can switch over to it. But regardless, this is my new all-time favorite class, so with the hours of wasted time testing and farming for this, I'm going to show you guys how you can easily get it because there's a cheese that will make your life so much easier. Let's have a summoner class overview real quick first though. It's of course themed around summoning creatures to help you out in combat and has interesting synergy with sacrificing them to cause special damaging effects. I haven't leveled this one up myself yet, but boy am I excited to. This is my new main. The Prime perk offers you the Ruthless perk, which causes your own damage to your summons to enrage them, making them get 30% increased damage, attack speed and move speed for 20 seconds. Your first skill is the Minion Hollow, where you can summon Root Hollows up to 2 maximum at the cost of 15% of your HP each, but you can hold down the skill to sacrifice them, causing a 150 damage explosion within 5 meters of them. Sacrificing also reduces the cooldown of the skill by up to 50% based on their HP. There's also the Flyer Minion, which costs 10% HP each, and you can have up to 2 of these again, and this time sacrificing them causes it to deal 50 damage in a 3-meter area, and then spawns 3 homing projectiles for 150 damage each. And finally is the Reaver Minion. This summons a Root Reaver for 35% of your HP, but only 1 this time. Sacrificing this one causes a 200 damage explosion in 6 meters and spawns Spore Bombs which bounce and explode for 100 damage each. The traits are pretty cool for this class, as your damaging perk offers you mod and skill damage for each active minion, while sacrifices increase your melee and range damage for 30 seconds or until another minion is summoned. The team perk creates a 3-meter healing radius for 2.5% health per second for 10 seconds total after a minion expires. The utility perk gives you 3% lifesteal for each minion sacrifice, and your relic perk causes your relics to also heal and boost your minions' damage. The archetype trait card is actually quite nice, as it gives you health regeneration, which is very good considering you use your HP to summon these minions. Well, if you would like to know how to get the class for yourself and this awesome looking armor set, there's a couple of tricks that you will need to do. Remember, the game does have some procedural generation, so my map locations won't be exactly the same as yours, but the areas are what matter. I'll do the best I can to explain it. In Yisha, I think that's how you say it, which is the starting foresty biome, within the Forbidden Grove area, you will have a chance to spawn a Blood Moon event each time you warp into this zone. You can easily see this in the sky because it will be a bit more red, and there'll be a massive Blood Moon up there. To get this to happen, all you need to do is warp in and out of the Forbidden Grove area until it appears in the sky. We had this back to back the first time, and then it took ages to reappear again, so it's pretty RNG. We recommend going to a different biome area and then back again instead of Ward 13, but honestly I'm not 100% sure if you need to do this. This is just what worked for us. Once you have a Blood Moon in the sky, you are sorted. We have a cheese, so you won't have to do this warping again. We wasted hours thinking it was limited per blood moon, but don't worry, with our blood, sweat and tears we have you covered. You're going to run through the area and look for these purple glowing orbs that float around in the sky and huts of the area. There will be around 4 of them, maybe more or less, it's a bit RNG. But shooting these will give you 1 blood moon essence per kill. For the Summoner class, you will need to buy a material that costs 15 of these, while for the armor set you will need another 25, so if you want the armor and the class you need a total of 40, and if you want the extra items you will need even more. Because you can only get around 4 of these per blood moon in this area, this would take ages if you had to keep respawning the blood moon. But here's the cheese. Just leave the area through one of the doors to go to the next zone, then turn around and come back to the Forgotten Grove. When you do this through the doors, it will have caused them to respawn, so you can go find and kill another 4 of them. Repeat this back to back until you have as many of these as you need, because the blood moon will stay until you warp away. So if you keep running in and out of the zone, you can keep the blood moon and get as many as you want. You don't want to warp away. Once you've done this, in the Forbidden Grove you will then need to find the blood moon altar. This will be in a different location for everyone, so look out for the blue icon on your map and just explore until you find it. If for some reason it's not on your map, then what you want to do is go to adventure mode in the Yisha area and hope that you find one there. From here, you can then use those essences along with some scrap and luminite crystals to buy the faded grimoire, which you will need for the summoner class. You can also buy the armor set, which will also cost those essences and some scrap. But I think the armor set looks so awesome and it's thematic to the class, you may as well get it while you do this farm anyway. After you've bought the faded grimoire, you then need to go to Wallace in Ward 13 and buy the engram for the class. And then just like that, after buying it, the summoner class is yours. There are items and even trait cards that help synergize with the summoner class, but we're still looking for those. So if you found anything that works really well for the summoner class, like a ring or a trait card, tell us in the comments down below so we can all learn together as a community. And the 2 videos on screen now, we think you'll really enjoy if you did enjoy this one. You don't have to watch them if you don't want to, but if you did like this video, you're probably going to like these ones too. And then tell us what you think after watching in the comments down below.